Hickory dickory dock, learn how to read a clock. Come on, second graders, let's get going. The clock is ticking. I hear it. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Here are an example of 4 digital clocks. A lot of these devices you've probably seen before. Today we are going to be focusing on learning how to read with an analog clock. Why do you need to know time? What is the point? Telling time is important for you to know even when you're in 2nd grade. Telling time lets you know when you're running late. Telling time lets you know when you're running early. Telling time lets you know when you're right on time. Telling time gives you an idea of how much time has passed. Telling time helps you practice counting by 5s. You want to know what time it is so you can be on time for practice, for school, bed, dentist appointments. Today's learning goal is I can read the time on an analog clock. I know what the big hand and little hand on the clock mean. I know why it is important to tell time. Here we have an analog clock with a small hand and a big hand on it. The small hand is represented by the red arrow, while the big hand is represented by the black arrow. You always want to look at the small hand first. This hand represents the hour. For example, it is 11:15 here because the small hand is on the 11th hour mark. You always want to look at the big hand second. This hand represents the minutes. For example, it is 11:15 here because the big hand is on the 15th minute mark. We know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour and 24 hours in 1 day. Fun fact, that means you live a total of 160 hours in 1 week. Each one of the increments is counted by 5. There is 5 minutes between each of the numbers. To begin, we start with 0, then we move to 5, then we move to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 1 hour. You are simply counting by 5s. When you're telling time, it's important to know whether you are talking about the morning or the night. You don't want to get 8:30 a.m. mixed up with 8:30 p.m. because you will miss your dentist appointment. Now it's time to practice. We have 2 analog clocks here with 2 different times. I'm going to give you a few seconds to figure out the time. Of course, if you need more time, you are available to pause the video. The first clock represents 10:10, while the second clock represents 5 o'clock. Thank you for watching, friends. Now, when you have completed the video, please raise your hand so I can see how many people are finished. I recorded this video on Screencast-O-Matic. I received my pictures from Google Images, and to help me figure out the purpose of telling time for 2nd graders, I used the website Leapfrog with great information. Thank you so much!